A U.S. refueling aircraft has crashed in western Iraq, prompting immediate rescue operations according to U.S. Central Command. The incident occurred over western Iraq, though specific details about the crew size and cause of the crash remain under investigation. Military officials confirm that search and rescue teams are actively deployed to the crash site, working to locate and assist any survivors. The type of refueling aircraft involved has not been disclosed, but these planes typically carry specialized crews responsible for extending the range of military operations across the region. This crash highlights the ongoing risks faced by U.S. military personnel operating in Iraq, where American forces continue to maintain a presence as part of coalition efforts. The incident comes at a time of heightened tensions across the Middle East, underscoring the dangerous conditions military aircraft face in the region. Further details about casualties and the circumstances surrounding the crash are expected as rescue operations continue and military investigators begin their preliminary assessment of this developing situation. Britain's economy failed to register any growth in January, delivering a disappointing start to the year as analysts had predicted a modest 0.2% expansion. The flat performance comes as the UK faces mounting economic pressures from escalating tensions in the Middle East, which threaten to disrupt global supply chains and energy markets. Official figures reveal that the economy remains stagnant across key sectors, raising concerns about Britain's economic resilience amid international uncertainties. The timing is particularly concerning as businesses typically see renewed activity following the holiday period, making January's zero growth figure an unexpected setback for economic forecasters. This stagnation reflects broader challenges facing the UK economy, including inflation pressures and geopolitical instability that continue to weigh on business confidence and consumer spending. With regional conflicts potentially impacting trade routes and commodity prices, economists warn that the UK's economic outlook remains precarious. The disappointing January figures will likely influence upcoming monetary policy decisions as officials weigh the balance between supporting growth and managing persistent economic headwinds that show little sign of abating. This year's Academy Awards ceremony has generated significant buzz with a collection of record-breaking moments and surprising statistics that highlight Hollywood's evolving landscape. Among the notable films in contention are Sinners, Marty Supreme, Hamnet, and One Battle After Another, representing a diverse range of storytelling that reflects cinema's current creative renaissance. Industry analysts have compiled 17 fascinating facts about this year's ceremony, revealing unprecedented achievements in various categories, including acting, directing, and technical accomplishments. The nominees showcase remarkable diversity in both subject matter and artistic approach, with several films breaking traditional barriers and setting new precedents for future awards consideration. These statistics underscore significant shifts in Hollywood's recognition patterns, with emerging voices and innovative storytelling techniques gaining prominence alongside established industry veterans. The ceremony's record-setting elements reflect broader changes in film production, distribution, and audience engagement that have transformed the entertainment landscape. As the industry continues adapting to new viewing habits and global market demands, this year's awards serve as a barometer for cinema's future direction and the types of stories that resonate with both critics and audiences worldwide. Energy Secretary Ed Miliband has issued a stark warning against oil price profiteering, declaring that companies attempting to exploit current market volatility will face swift intervention from Britain's competition watchdog. The minister's comments come as oil markets experience significant price shocks due to escalating Middle Eastern tensions, creating opportunities for unscrupulous firms to inflate costs beyond reasonable levels. Miliband emphasized that regulatory authorities are closely monitoring fuel pricing across the UK, with enforcement mechanisms ready to target companies that rip off consumers during this period of uncertainty. The warning reflects government concerns about protecting households and businesses from excessive energy costs that could further strain the already pressured UK economy. Competition regulators have been granted enhanced powers to investigate suspicious pricing patterns and impose penalties on companies found guilty of exploitative practices. This proactive stance aims to prevent the kind of price manipulation that has historically occurred during global energy crises, when companies have used market disruptions to justify disproportionate cost increases. The government's vigilance signals its commitment to maintaining fair pricing standards even as international events continue to create volatility in global energy markets that could persist for months ahead. Britain is experiencing a notable temperature drop as Friday brings markedly colder conditions across the country, prompting questions about how long this chilly spell will persist. BBC meteorologist Helen Willits explains that the sudden change stems from shifting weather patterns that have brought Arctic air masses down from northern regions, replacing the milder conditions experienced earlier in the week. The temperature plunge has been particularly dramatic in northern England and Scotland, where residents are reaching for winter coats they had hoped to pack away for the season. Weather models indicate this cold snap results from changes in atmospheric pressure systems that have redirected the jet stream, allowing frigid air to sweep across the British Isles. Forecasters are analyzing multiple meteorological factors to determine whether this represents a brief cold interruption or signals an extended period of below-average temperatures. The timing has caught many off guard, as spring-like conditions had led people to anticipate warmer weather continuing into the weekend. Understanding the duration of this cold spell is crucial for agriculture, energy consumption planning, and public health preparations as communities adapt to the unexpected return of winter-like conditions that could impact daily routines.